Good morning. It's Wednesday, and I didn't go to the gym. I'm ready for work. I'm getting ready to go. I got up for the gym, but everything was so tight. OMG. So all the way through my hips and down my thighs and through my quads and then all the way into my calves and seriously tight down the sides of my calves, my shoulders, everything. So, just like when I first started going to the gym all the time or exercising all the time, I had a lot of yoga included. So today's going to be a yoga day. I did do some stretches, just easy stretches, because I need to. Because my calves were so tight, especially, and I wanted my hips to loosen up a little. But yeah, I got up, thought about it, tried to do some stretches, laid back down, dozed off for a little while, and then woke up and did a little bit more stretches. And now I'm ready for work. But yeah, so tonight when I get home it'll be yoga because I gotta stretch this out. It's crazy tight. But that's what happens with, at least 2 weeks of no gym. So I gotta start over. Anyway, small plates, green juice, show up. Hi, it's Wednesday night after work, and it's a good day. I had a pretty productive day, actually. Sorry, distracted by a bird. I had green juice and some eggs and spinach with Cholula for breakfast and some grapes. And then for lunch, they had saag paneer, which is a type of cheese, cooked with spinach and spices. And I loved saag paneer. And so I had that over a good sized handful of spinach in a bowl with a couple of roasted carrots. And what did I have in there? Some more of that mountain broccoli and a little bit of a yogurt sauce with cucumber and some watermelon and some pink, which I've remembered today it's called a pomegranate mint refresher. It's some sort of cleanse drink, but I like it. So that was lunch. For dinner, I thought when I was getting ready to do yoga that I would get something going in the oven while I was doing yoga. So I did a frittata. I love frittatas. They're so easy. And I have a bunch of produce and a bunch of eggs. And so chopped it all up, put it in the oven with a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top, baked it till it looked like it was done. I don't measure. I don't set timers, really. I just cook. But it looks really good. Lervin's not home yet, so it's waiting. But I did do some really great stretches, some yoga, and a few of those core exercises with the exercise bands and that ab mat, which is actually not for your abs. Well, it's for your abs, but indirectly, because it goes on the floor under your back so that you can truly stretch your ab muscles, full extension, while you're exercising. Because my back does not really arch and in that backward way. Those muscles in the front are too tight. And so that felt really good to work on. I'll probably end up with some sore stomach muscles later in the week, maybe Friday, because they're hard exercises. They don't seem like it. It doesn't seem like you're doing very much. And then 3 days later, your stomach is sore. But it's done, and it felt good. And I'm able to move my legs a little better now. That was one of the hardest, and my back was pretty tight. And so I'm feeling a whole lot more comfortable. So yeah, that's my whole day. And all the food I ate. I had one string cheese at about 3 o'clock at work. So I did have a snack, but it wasn't overly indulgent. And I did not hit the candy. So I'm doing all right in that regard. If I get a sweet tooth, I do have some almond milk chia seed puddings with stevia that I made. So I have an option if I'm feeling like I want a dessert. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I wrote more. I'm not a journaler per se. I do take a lot of notes from podcasts, and I will write down what strikes me or what I'm inspired to think about when listening to a podcast. But I don't particularly enjoy journaling for the sake of taking down my day. It just doesn't hold my attention. But I have always enjoyed writing. When I was younger, I thought quite a lot about writing. And so my exercise that I'm doing right now is that I'm writing as if I'm writing a fictional book, except the experiences are my own. The names are different to protect the innocent, yada, yada, yada. But in writing something for the creative purpose, I dig a little deeper into how things feel and what the details of the experience were. And it forces me to really process those experiences in a different way than just a diary might. Because if I'm only writing for my own benefit in a journal or a diary, it's highlights, it's bullets. It's not anything that actually strikes a chord. You know, it doesn't inspire feelings per se. But if I'm writing, because I'm a reader, I'm a big reader, I like the details in a book. And so if I'm writing as a fiction for the benefit of reading the story, I include a whole lot more detail. And so I think about and consider these experiences much more carefully. How did it really make me feel? What did it really look like? What actually happened? And so that process is pretty cool. I like it. It's working out. Today's only day 2, but I wrote yesterday on my lunch, and then I wrote a bunch more between dinner and bedtime. And then I wrote again today. And it feels really good. Like, I really feel like I'm back into myself again. And I'm not anywhere near done. It's just begun. But the process of it, I think, is really helping me with my perspective. My biggest goal in all of this emotional work is that ultimately I'll feel good about myself. I'll take good care of myself. Not because I have to, but because I like myself. And also I'll take care of the people around me in better ways because I like myself and I take better care of myself. And I'll have more consideration and compassion for myself and for the people around me if I have better perspectives. So those are all the goals as far as what my emotional work means to me, so that I can just go through my daily life without guilt and shame and judgment for myself or others. It's a lofty goal, but I think it's manageable. I think ultimately it is. So I'll keep plugging away on this writing thing. I found myself when I got up this morning excited to start writing again, which is great. And so even though I'm writing about really painful stuff, like really painful stuff, the process of writing it all down in a creative way, not creative as in I've fabricated anything, but as in it's articulated carefully with good adjectives. But writing it down in that way excited me. I was looking forward to it. So I think I'm on a good path for me. Yeah, it's a good day. That's all I got. See you guys later.